What's up, guys? Got a question here. Any tips for developing emotional endurance, i.e. being able to continue to be present with your emotions and not skip out at the first sign of something unpleasant? So what exactly is unpleasant? Is it the emotion, or is it our reaction to the emotion? So perhaps you have an underlying belief that being present with your emotions equals pain. And so you have to look at what shadow or core belief about being present with your emotions is unpleasant. Because the emotion itself may or may not be an unpleasant emotion, but being present with the emotion itself isn't necessarily going to be unpleasant. But maybe you have some childhood trauma or some wound or some pattern or thing that you experienced where you were punished or you were invalidated, or somehow it was not okay for you to be present with the emotion. And so you trained yourself to dissociate, suppress, or disconnect from the pain or from the emotion because it means pain for you. So, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to endure the emotion itself, because enduring it, needing endurance implies that you need to endure or force yourself to do something that you don't want to do. And if you understand that being present with your emotion is a natural state, it is a natural alignment with your emotional system. So think of it like an analogy, like if I had asked you, how do I have endurance for eating, right? Or how do I have endurance to love myself? So that implies that eating is difficult or unpleasant or painful. Now, for somebody with an eating disorder, that may be true. So for them, maybe eating means I'm going to get fat, or I'm going to have to, somehow reject the food. I don't deserve to eat the food, whatever the thing is. But if you understand, for a person who doesn't have an eating disorder, that eating is just a pleasant, natural thing that we do, and there's nothing to force or endure, right? Same thing with loving yourself. So if it's for a person who's normally able to love themselves, then loving themselves is like something I do. I don't have to endure or force myself. But for a person who is taught in some way to not love themselves or reject themselves, or in some way it's not okay to love themselves, or they were punished for loving themselves, whatever the case may be, then loving themselves feels like this is wrong. I shouldn't be doing this. This is, and then, so basically you're creating resistance to the thing that's supposed to be natural. So being present with your emotions is just being present with your emotions. You're not judging. You're not trying to reject or in some way attach yourself to the emotion. And oftentimes if you're rejecting or suppressing the emotion, that in itself is more painful than the actual emotion itself, that whatever that unpleasant emotion might be. So being present with emotions, it should be, if you practice it, become a natural part of your being. It is the resistance to the emotion that causes us the pain. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching.